So ladies and gentlemen, we are in the game. Let's put our hands together here. This is the last semifinals. The winner of this will be going to the grand finals to take on Team Envious. This is where you can cement your legacy, man.
Right yeah, here. This is where I'm kind of interested to see. I know we have a lot of Epsilon fans, obviously, for local reasons. I'm trying to see who the Optic fans get behind. Now, you know,
that's a good
I heard some boos there for EG. They're gone. I'm kind of curious if they're going to go with the locals here. You know, root for the European side, or if going to get behind Faze. I know we have a huge Optic Gaming side, but ready to hop in. Who are we going to start off with here, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm torn between either Tommy or Parasite, but I think Parasite's going to be Johnny Cap home flag, so I think I'm going to go with Tommy.
All right, let's.
But he's probably going to do the same thing, so I'm just going to switch it up, and I'm going to go King Jerd.
You're going to the guys with the Remingtons here. Might be a similar play style, but yeah, we will start with Jerd, who has been, God, I've enjoyed watching him play these respawns so much. Can be so aggressive with these subs, and you can see he is sprinting directly for this B-Dom.
Yeah, and this Reflex trophy has just become a staple in competitive COD. Down he goes, and Tommy has actually elected to go with a thermal sight here on that Remington, which is something we don't always see all the time.
Well, we'll see if this comes down to a bit of battle between him and Parasite as far as kind of being those back flank ARs just to cover the back side. Swanee's going to pick up one here in control, drop pretty much immediately. No one's been able to really put too much pressure on the B-Dom since Jerd tried to take that initially.
Yeah, and look at this. I mean, Epsilon going for the switch right off the rip, and they're just putting all this pressure here on Faze, and Faze is not really expecting it. Tommy is going to be behind him, and we're going to watch the minimap. Look at these arrows. Should be turning around any second. There it is. And so he's going to have this battle in front of him. Down he goes, but he still has done his job. We're going to switch over to Josh at the caution. Gets one, looking for the second.
And yeah, I did not expect Dito to come flying from up top there, but it did work out. He was able to clean him up with the headshot. Josh here outside of control. They're currently being 2-cap. They only have their home cap in A, and a couple down to his right by B. One is pushing from behind. The COD timing at its finest there. He will drop. 2 down right now for Epsilon.
Yep, down goes Dito as well, so we're going to jump on board with Swanee trying to cap it. They are able to acquire B, but he's going to be taken out. Jerd, though, an amazing flank here. As long as he has a little bit of timing on his side, he can get behind him, and down he goes instantly. So does Tommy, and Swanee's the last remaining hope, just kind of guarding his home flag.
Yeah, and he's going to drop as well, so pretty much everyone right now coming off a spawn here for Epsilon. A little over 1 minute and 40 in this one. The boys of Faze trying to get B locked down right now. They will get the 2-cap control. We'll see if they can turn this into a bit of a lead.
Yep, well, Censored has one. Another one's going to be pushing him. Will he be able to get it? He's not able to. Switching over to Parasite, jumping on this B flag, contested. Now it's up to Apathy to go in there. He is able to win that battle, and he's got 2 guys pushing there, and that is going to be a trophy system killing him. That's never fun.
Yeah, not what you want there on the release of the grenade exploding in your face, but Dito here able to get the trophy set up, trying to put pressure on the home cap of Epsilon right now. You see in the minimap there is a player rotating out front. Teammate's going to help him out. 3 down. Make that 4 down for Epsilon. 3 cap incoming.
Yeah, and now watch the spawn. They end up spawning control, so all the members of Epsilon are now going to be pushing for the C flag.
Yep.
So it's going to be up to Parasite. Parasite's in a position to get a lot of kills. Can he get the one? He doesn't, and he is able to be taken out. So now Apathy is going to rotate back and keep this pressure on C. They're doing a good job now, man.
Yeah, I think Tommy stole that kill from Parasite. But no, I like the spawn there. I mean, that's the one thing you have to do when you're getting 3 caps. If you spawn together, you push out together. You saw them all flood that C side. They were able to get a cap there pretty quickly. Parasite here pushing towards B. Dom able to pick up 1 kill. I love this spot. Anywhere around here where he's able to get some aggression on the home cap of Epsilon, get some easy kills as they're rotating out towards B.
Oh, that would have been a big battle there. But Jerd, a little bit of a slow start here, 3 and 8. We're going to jump on board with Censored, 9 and 5 with 2 flag caps, really doing his job. And, you know, we've seen a lot of the objective players this weekend really step up, and especially Merc.
Yeah, Merc, Censor having some huge games. And, you know, not that they play poorly typically at all, but they'll just, you know, statistically from a KD standpoint, sometimes be a little lower than their main Slayers. But they've put up some huge numbers this weekend.
Yep, Apathy spotting that guy. He's going to be cleaned up. Jerd, now down he goes. I think I picked everyone who's done nothing so far.
That's the curse of the Codcaster. But Dito does have one above him there at control. One jumping out in front, able to pick him up and look up top.
No!
There's a disgusting 2-piece out of Dito's. He locks down B.
That is a huge win, and this lead just continues to grow. And now Dito and the rest of his squad are going to push up. And now look at this. Epsilon's going to go, well, we can't contest with B, so we might as well just go Snake. And this is the right call, but Apathy is there. Apathy's going to turn his gaze, and he's going to be able to turn on him. There's going to be another player on C. He is going to push up. This is not looking bad for them. There's one player in a spot, and down goes Swanee. Faze really bringing the noise.
Yeah, it was a nice spawn there from Faze. They spawned and split, 2 to take back C, 2 to cover B, and now every one of Epsilon coming out of A and around control. They're pushing out right now. It looks like they're trying to push up. Who's the player over there that flanks straight through? It looks like someone from Epsilon going to be able to get some pressure on C from behind.
Dude,
that was Jerd.
How good has Apathy been in the second half of COD Ghost, man? Ever since X Games, he's just honestly been on a whole nother level. His filling role on this team is amazing. He always steps up when he needs to.
Apathy, I swear, could play for any team and be just as dominant. He's just one hell of a player. And, you know, we got to keep an eye on Jerd serves his kind of role similar to like TT. Yep. He just loves to get in behind and push those home caps. He was able to take C, get this split, and as the final 10 seconds do wind down, we're going to be an 18-point lead right now for Faze.
Yep, so it's going to wind down here. And that's going to be side number 1 going in favor of Faze. Very, very strong showing. And as you take a look here, you can just notice, I mean, Dito, 24 interactions on the map. He's been all over the place. And now when you put a sub in his hands, he knows where the ARs are going to be, so he's going to be very intelligent with that. So he's going to choose his routes accordingly. And I think that's why he sees so much success.
Well, look how balanced that effort was. 3 caps for 3 of them. Every single player on Faze positive. You don't see that very often.
Yep, so we're going to jump on board here with Epsilon to see if they are able to rally this comeback. Last time, we saw them all kind of stay heavy on the green side, but now it looks like there is going to be a battle for control, and Sensor's going to be able to win the break. Up to Tommy now to try to answer the call, and he is able to do so. Yeah,
cleans up 1 there. Battle going on the right side, but we'll stay on with Tommy. Is at full health, has 1 on this back caution. He is going to try and put pressure on B here. Just keeping eyes on for now. Doesn't have help from any teammates right now to really make a play.
Yeah, he was all by his little lonesome. And just like that, I mean, we are now seeing as the guys of Faze are just really putting it on Dito, able to be on this flag. And Parasite has his back with an AR all the way back at his base. So they are able to get B at first. Let's see how Parasite's playing this.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is not what you want if you're on Epsilon. I mean, last thing you want is the early control here to fall to Faze. They have it locked down at the moment. Only 1 player in and around B. It looks like he's actually going underneath now. You have him highlighted. That'll be Josh. So going to try and put some pressure on the home cap right now. But this is not the start you want if you are Epsilon. The lead just continues to grow, and we're into 23 points right now.
Yeah, and Parasite not rotating back just yet to get the guy on his home flag, which is going to be Josh. Josh is going to be cleaned up, and Parasite has another guy in his sight. And this is the world's longest battle in Call of Duty, and there it is. He's finally able to get that kill. And now Apathy 17 and 12 just continues to just devour everything.
Yeah, I think the entire all of his ammo as Remington went into that fight.
Yeah, no. That was a 7-minute long.
But 90 seconds into this one, 2-cap control in favor of Epsilon now. They've got to get this locked down for a bit, but just as I say that, basically everything on the map starts to flip. C gets neutraled, and that will be Epsilon, though, on it right now. Going to be able to take control here, but they have no players around B. It's getting 2-hopped right now by Faze. 1 will drop, and great job there by Epsilon to lock down B. They weren't able to take it over at least, just got the neutral.
Yeah, and the lead's actually very, very close now as Swanee is able to neutral that flag. He's got a guy to his right. Short work with him. There's going to be another guy on A. Will he be able to do it? He's not able to. Tommy not in a position. Jerd trying to secure B. They were able to 2-hop that, and now they still have 2-flag control. Jerd can get this kill. They're going to be in a good position. He's got him to his left, and he is going to be able to clean him up, and now he's going to hop on A. They are really upping the intensity here.
Yeah, that was 3 down for Faze, and it was really back and forth for a bit. I think there was, 4 neutralizations in about 30 seconds, but once it all wrapped up and things settled, it is going to be favored back to Epsilon. They're only down 13, halfway through the second side, starting to crawl back, and excellent job.
Tommy's got 2 guys of Faze right beside him. He's got to get this guy off of C, and he does. Now he has another one here. That's a huge 2-piece for him, and now he will be able to secure C as well. Meanwhile, Josh up in the action, trying to keep Faze at bay. You can see Faze really stacking on the green side here. It's not a bad breakout either, so they might be able to acquire this B, but Josh, whoa, almost.
Suspect shots there on the second player. Was able to get 1, though. Under 2 minutes. Swanee should have a kill on B, but Apathy was ready, picks him top control. That should allow them to get a full B. They do take control of B, but it looks like we're going to have an AC split unless there's a big kill at A.
Yeah, and they are able to get A here, and this is going to be Jerd all by himself. Down he goes, but now they're in a position to where they can get B. But if you take a look at the map here, Faze all spawned on control. Down goes Josh. Now Swanee's going to be the only one there, and he's just going to get Batmaned on. So now Jerd has to come up big. The lead is only 4 points, though, Maeve.
Yeah, they got it down to 4, but just like that, the first control we've seen out of Faze for quite some time, that was all Epsilon for the last 90 seconds or so. Faze back in control. Only 75 seconds left on the clock in which they can lock this down. Nice grenade out of Parasite. At least I thought so. No hit markers there. Despite the 2 being on B, they were able to cap that. He's on this back caution. He has 1 more to his left. Going to be able to poke down. Should be able to pick up this kill. Destroy his teammate.
Yeah, well, yeah, Tommy did end up killing him, but yeah, he definitely made him weak. But you can just tell right now that Faze is all hopping on B. This is going to be a big play for Swanee here as he's going to jump down. He is going to be able to get 1, makes it 2. Will he get it 3? Almost, and then Parasite's going to get shut down. Sensor now has to try to stop this push.
As long as they keep this locked, there's 1 still on B. He should be able to pick up an easy kill here, and that might be the icing on the cake, as 2 are coming off spawn right now for Epsilon. They just have to hold B for a little while longer, but you can see this push. It looks like they may, I'm trying to see if they're going to actually push towards B or trying to wrap around, but here it is. It is Jerd that is, like I said, he's the man that likes to push, flank, hit those home caps, but I think the lead's just extended too far at this point.
That's going to be it, man. This was a very, very good, hard-fought game of domination, though. You're taking a look at the kills here. I mean, on the Epsilon side of things, obviously Tommy did everything in his power. Jerd and Swanee just falling a little bit short, but from Faze, it was a complete collective. I mean, 3 of them having 5 flag caps, and then Apathy with 7, 24, and 21, 23, 22, 24. That was a very, very good play there from Faze in that game 1.
Really good composure out of Faze, because it was a bit of a scramble there for the middle of that second side, and then Epsilon had control for a good period of it, climb back in, but when it came down to the, last 70, 75 seconds there, where it's crunch time, Faze iced it out.
They did a good job, too. I mean, Faze, it's always hard when you end up losing your home flags and you're spawning on control, or if you're spawning at green, because you guys have to come with a split second. It's like, okay, guys, we spawn closer to A or C. We're going to A or C. And a lot of teams kind of get caught up in basically in the anticipation, and they just run with like chickens with their head cut off, and it's just never how you want it to go.
But stat-wise, just like you said, good all-around effort. No one really stood out too much. Just everyone put forward.
Very hard to podcast. But we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Finger pointing. That's what I like to say. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 is going to be Search and Destroy on Octane. We saw Faze were able to clinch that game number 1 versus Epsilon. Epsilon really good on the second side, at the first half of the second side. So I guess quarter 3. Does that work?
That works for me. Yeah, you know what I'm looking for on this. I got to do a couple Warhawks, and Tommy, just from a sniping perspective, he was pulling out and hitting everything, was not missing. I'm going to be interested to see if he's going to bust it out here. Dito, typically, he will be the sniper right now. Do we have any snipes on the side of Epsilon? It is Tommy. Okay, so Tommy has been hitting shots, so they will be pulling that double snipe strat. All right.
Well, the big thing I really like about the double snipe is that, you can hit those multiple crosses. Yeah. You can basically watch the cross going to B on the defensive side, and on top of that, you can kind of cancel out the offensive sniper. So Dito is going to start this off, taking a look here. Oh, good gracious. Epsilon going with a very strong push. Dito, if he's not careful, he's going to be taken out from the side if he pushes up, but right now he is going to make the switch. Didn't get the pick, so he goes, Remington time.
And check the bomb carrier right now and see if he is, since they're trying to get this down. Yep, so they already have the plant down. That's fantastic. Nobody's dropped yet. They're able to rotate out and get set up. Sensor will actually get the plant and the first pick there on Josh. Really, really good job by him. And we saw at Anaheim, Sensor was crushing in this particular game side.
Yep, well, Dito's behind all of them. There's going to be 1. Will he get the 2 piece? Oh, barely.
The smoke.
Yeah, they are running incog, and that's going to be a quick round 1. Great job by Dito. I mean, a lot of people will kind of go into strip, and then they'll be like, okay, I'll rotate back to motel. He actually rotated in the middle of the map. I like that.
Well, we talked about Faze's well-rounded slang in the first game. 1 kill for each. Plant for Sensor. It's about as well-rounded as it gets.
Yeah, Maeve.
I know, I'm good at numbers. But let's see, who do you want to start off here with, Scott? Tommy, the sniper.
Yeah, I want to see how he's going to snap this. There's going to be 3 players from Faze actually going to be going for the cross, and he's not even going to look at the cross, and that's going to come back to haunt him when he watches the VOD. There's no one here for him, and he's still watching this. First blood is going to go to Sensor yet again. We're going to jump on board with Jerd as he's going to get cleaned up from the side. Now up to Swanee. Swanee getting hit markers, unable to get the kill.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that as one thing, again, I remember from Anaheim, Sensor was doing a really good job getting those first bloods as well. And like you said, he has the first two. Swanee going to be last alive, verse 4. This is going to be incredibly difficult. He's one pushing to his left. It's going to come down to timing. Timing will be in his favor. He picks up the first kill, but now the other 3 are going to have an ideas where he is. Apathy with the snipe takes out Swanee. 2-0 lead right now for Faze.
Yeah, they are wasting no time here. Apathy on a 3-kill streak and just whoop, right in the solar plexus, man.
Yeah, he will get dropped there as we have the player cam there on Faze. They look calm, cool, collective, ready for this round 3.
I wonder what Epsilon's going to do. I'm kind of expecting them to stun out Dito, but we're going to start on the attacking side of things as always and see how Dito's going to pull this one out. He's going to be going bottom strip. Taking a look, Epsilon, a little bit more passive route here as Dito is not able to hit that shot.
And on the flip side, though, Jerd does hit his shot. So first blood this time will go to Epsilon. Sensor is dropped, and that's a player they definitely want to have alive in this one. Advantage to them. We'll stay on here with Dito as they're getting set up. They haven't been able to push and get on this B cap. You see that player laying there right opposite the plan. As soon as someone's going to get that down, he would have been in a position to get that kill.
Yep, and Dito, the timing might be in his favor. He's going to go for a blind shot there. In comes one trophy system now, and he's not watching his bomb carriers back, and that's going to be Parasite. Parasite getting shot from the side, down he goes. Switching over to Dito, and Dito's going to go for the quick one here. He's crazy, man.
Yeah, when you see the bullets come in and you heard the nade, he is going to get dropped. Apathy in a 1v3, similar to what we saw last round, just on the flip. He's pushing out here. Top, I'll tell you, is what, 1 below him, 1 out across in front of Diner, and 1 all the way at Strip. He is basically in a triangle. Yeah, that was going to be tough to deal with. Jerd gets 2, the first and the last snipe there. Hell of a job by him.
Yeah, and Jerd, wait, that's the kill cam? Okay.
A little bit of delay there.
Okay, I'm with it. I like it. I like the motion picture right there. And looks like that is in Xbox Freeze. Well,
we'll have to find out if that's just on our end or if that's for the players as well. But as you can see by our screen, we've got a fantastic view of a scope.
Well then, it's not every day. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and restart this Xbox. So
every time.
Every single time.
First series of champs, Xbox kicks us out of the game.
Yep. First series here, I get destroyed for 45 minutes. Well, that was a really cool first 3 rounds, though, huh? Yeah. If you can get a roaming cam on one of the screens, that would be awesome and much appreciated. Well, taking a look here, we are now back in.
This is like we're running a stream from the 1990s here.
This is like my Halo glory days. Well, Apathy does have the sniper. We can't tell anything by the minimap. As our Xbox will be restarting, we should be getting back into the game relatively soon here. But Apathy watching the cross. It is going to be 2-1, Maeve.
This is what we do. We take challenges and we deal with them, Scott. But
adversity.
The round will end here. It's going to be a 3-1 lead for Faze. Our Xbox One is starting up a little bit slow.
Very, very slow. We'll probably be in after the next round. But Sensor getting the round-ending kill cam there. He is now 4-1. Dude, you got to say, up until probably like the last event, everyone was giving Sensor so much crap, including us. Yeah. Right? We've always called him the poor man's TP, but he has really changed his game completely around.
At Anaheim, he had a phenomenal event, especially in S&D, and he's continuing that here. We're finally into the Xbox. See if we can get booted in so we can get you back to the normal quality here. But we'll stay on board with the cam, see if they're able to get this plant down now. As it looks by the minimap, they are working on getting the bomb down.
Yep, and he's just going to be sitting bottom motel as I'm going to be able to sign into this one. And he's going to spot one. Down he goes. And we're going to take a look and see. Down goes another one here. So Epsilon actually coming out relatively strong. And they really need this one. They don't want to find themselves down 4-1.
And we're loading into Call of Duty Ghosts. So we will be ready to go here as this round will come to a conclusion. Nice job by Epsilon trying to climb back in this one.
Yep, so 3-2 here. You think they tie it up, Maeve? Think so?
I do. It's fun to follow like this, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. It's like punching a brick wall.
All right, and on board here, we'll see if they can bring back this size. We are going to actually be on the defensive end. We'll see a player getting very aggressive here, trying to get set up in front motel, trying to get shots across to the player that will be sniping at bottom strip club. No hit markers there for him. We're working on getting joined back in right now. Looks like we are loading into the game, so hopefully in just a matter of seconds we set up as this player will get the first blood here in bottom hotel. He's going to rotate out by the B bomb site, try and play a little defense. Yeah,
and that's a really good job, too, because that opens up the entire map for his team. And they're all still playing relatively defensive. You can kind of see on the tiny little mini-map on Dito's top left that they are all within, you know, a sight seeing of each other. And now the smoke's going to come down, so that's going to be a big white flag that says, oh, yeah, by the way, we're probably going to arm on B.
Well, Swanee did answer back here, and they're trying to get shots. Guy behind the white truck, not able to pick up that kill. It looks like there's two players from the map in that position. He's getting some help from his teammates on the left as they're going to push through and see if they can clean these players up.
Yep, 30 seconds on the clock here. He is going to go for the push, and thank baby Jesus, we're back.
All right.
Woo! Tommy has the
There
sniper.
we go. How beautiful is that? Tommy last alive. Woo! That was like casting blindfolded.
Oh, it was like casting golf. God.
All right, but that one will go to Faze. They're going to lead now 4-2, and now that we can see kind of the KDs here, Apathy carrying the way at 6-2. Everyone kind of getting it done. Only player really in the negative right now is Dito at -1 as we're going to hop into this 7th round.
Yeah, and taking a look at it here, man, if you're on Epsilon, you really want Tommy to do a little bit better. He did very, very well in that first game on Sovdom, and now they need Tommy to step it up here, but we are going to jump on board here with Dito and see if he can hit this pick.
All right, and on the crush, look at the map. He should have someone coming across. Thought he swung there with it, not able to hit the shot as they will get the bomb here, trying to rotate down by B. Sensor will be the first to drop it. It's kind of seemed like, at least for most of these rounds, Sensor has either got the first blood or been the first blood.
Yeah, I think that's really just because he wants to just keep pushing out, and they're just like, okay, Sensor, you do your thing, and we're going to bait you. And if worst comes to worst, you take the 1v1 spot.
All right,
These notifications are going to be the death of me.
As a sniper, he did see one mid-map. I thought he was going to pull on his actual teammate there. Fantastic.
I'm going to punch that guy in the throat. Monkey, you are dead when I see you. I'm just kidding. It's not an actual death threat.
But Dito's watching bottom motel here. They have a couple players you can see kind of spread out across the map, and one player behind Strip right now. He's got the pistol, getting rather cocky, but he will drop.
You know, the worst part about this is I have no idea how to turn off notifications.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And take it over, Brycey. All right. We got him some airtime, huh? Everyone's some jokers. Well, taking a look. Faze doing their thing. Man, everyone's just in full suspense here. It is all up to you, Brycey. Oh, you don't know how to remember how to do it either. This is embarrassing for...
I trust that you're going to clutch this.
I believe in you. Okay. Okay.
Almost. All right.
Okay. I think you're getting relatively close.
Looks like they're a delay here starting up the...
I think it's because of us.
Yeah, most.
Oh, it's 100%.
There we go, Bryce.
What is wrong with this? You know, this is like what I imagine would be like if I was in the Saw movie. Like it would be like this, but if I can't figure out the notifications, they like chop me up into little pieces, but I have like 60 seconds.
Or you're going for like Miss Virginia and you face plant on the stage. Similar to that as well.
Very similar to that.
All right, so we got it reset here. We should be good to go in just a second. And I'm not sure why with the Xbox freeze we are seeing these difficulties, but I had to pull the power cable and everything. I couldn't even get to reboot there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, what was this? Faze, impressed?
I mean, they're looking solid, especially the S&D, where Epsilon, like I said, in day one, they were far and away the best team. They won 100% of their offenses. They look strong today. They had the 6-0, obviously, against Optic Gaming, and now getting steamrolled a bit here by Faze, looking very strong. Yeah, and I think the big thing here is that Faze had so much to prove, and after AEL, which is what everyone kind of judged them on, because you always have to judge a team on how well they do on LAN, and you know, they didn't look good at that event, and now they've really pulled together as a team. So I think this is looking really good for them. They have a lot to prove, and whenever you have a chip on your shoulder and you're the underdog and you have that kind of spirit, I think it's better. Well, and also, like, you know, we're not at all counting Epsilon out of this one, but just looking forward to a possible NB Faze final. Just thinking about, you know, you had the formal swap over to Envy.
true.
The Parasite swap over to Faze. So obviously a little bit of history between these two teams with regards to rosters. But now that we get the reset, I mean, this might play in favor of Epsilon a little bit. Time to reset, get a little chat in there as we were getting the fantastic message spam.
I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. I didn't even know what was happening. I just saw one and I was like, oh, this is how they're gonna play this. Then I saw another one, and then Monkey, I remember you, man.
Can't trust him. But
no,
we are getting loaded in here now as we will be able to conclude game 2.
And I'm Brycey leaving my radio.
Oh, we could have some fun with that later, though.
Why, hello. So anyways, guys, we are back into the game. Yeah.
No problem. Everyone even gets loaded in here. Fantastic.
Man.
I thought for sure we were going to have 7 load in, have to reset.
Yeah, well, Tommy now is going to be starting off with the snip snap. Let's see how he plans on playing this one. And they really need this round here. The last thing you want to do is go down 5-2.
Yeah, when it was 4-2, we started getting the messages, and that's when we ran into all of the issues. But we'll start off with Tommy here. He's going to be sniping the cross. He did see that player does get through. Ooh. Nice shot on him trying to get in top control. Like I said, Tommy has not been missing, man.
Yeah, Tommy's doing very, very well. Finally, at the beginning of this Search and Destroy, before the whatever amount of resets we've had happen, he was like 1-6, or that doesn't make sense. He was like 1-5.
Yep.
So it's good to see him actually starting to turn up here in this little bit of a reset. But as we take a look here, Bomb has been down. Dito and Apathy working together, the old Strictly Business duo, finding themselves on the Faze roster.
And Apathy going to be left alone here in a 1v4.
Oh,
he's up top.
God, the timing.
Yeah, he's got the entire squad here around him. Let's see if he can at least get a couple kills. There's one. Another one there behind the white truck. Other on the other side, opposite side of the bomb. And right now, you're pretty much just going for kills. 15. Is he going to get the no-scope? Not able to pull that off. He will drop to the aggressive Jerd.
Yep, so now that's going to make it 4-3, and now we are going to be seeing Faze go on the attack. Oh, Jerd just got a little bit of T-Rex arms. He should have killed him anyways. Just whiffed the knife a little bit. It happens. So going into round number 8, do you think Faze puts on?
Let's start off. Let's see. Let's say we censor the bomb carrier. Let's see how quick they're able to actually get this down. We haven't had too much action, at least from the Faze side, with getting that first pick. It's mostly been going to Epsilon.
Look at this.
And they've got 3 up. They're going to get aggressive on this bomb plant. Smokes will be coming down here. We'll see if the cover fire from his teammates can allow him to get this down. He's going for the plant.
Wow, he's going for a quick, and he's just going to get banged out right there. And now Parasite sitting bottom motel, really just kind of waiting. Tommy's going to spot him, tries to tag him up. The bomb is going to be down on the bomb site, and now Apathy in a very aggressive position has a guy over to his right, and Epsilon not encroaching at all yet. They're going to kind of just play this slow because time's on their side.
Yeah, it's just going to be tough to even get that bomb right now and make an attempt at the plan. You see there's a player kind of front diner, player top. That kill is going to be huge here, but Tommy is going to answer back. Apathy and Dito, last 2 alive, verse 3 of Epsilon, 30 or so seconds here on the clock.
Well, Dito spots one player here. He's able to make it 2v2, and now Apathy does have his help from top motel. They do have the bomb as well, and now Epsilon a little bit split up, and Dito could be able to sneak behind the lines, and that's going to be a 2v1 all up to Tommy. Tommy, he has guys pushing him here. He's going to be looking through the window, jumps out, has one. Can he turn on the other one? And he gets through the window, and now he pushes
the knife.
No!
Oh, he gets the kill. Did he just crouch the knife?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that engagement there. He
Look at this.
He crouches the knife.
Crouched the knife. That's how you shoot someone in the waist.
Wow, that was phenomenal.
Good job, Dito. He shot him directly in the testicles.
Cover me, I'm moving.
Well, Tommy now, this is now going to be 5-3. And it's do or die time for them now.
He's been doing such an excellent job here of getting these first picks, but just looking at the minimap, he's not going to get anyone across that side. The only player that's on A is waiting the entire way back by that bomb site. So we'll see if Jerd and crew are able to work on this plan.
And Josh now sitting right there in the bottom of the closet. We do have Jerd slowly pushing up, and as you can just see from the members of Faze, they are way up in there. Parasite watching this entrance. He might just destroy Jerd here in a couple of seconds, but right now Jerd playing this very, very passively, exactly how he needs to play.
Yeah, a bit of a waiting game here. We're going to see whose patience runs out first, and it looks, I thought the push was coming, but he's going to keep waiting here on this step. No kills down for anyone yet, as they're just waiting for an opening here. And Jerd going to be getting tired here. A number of times he's climbed up and down these stairs.
Yeah, he's definitely out of breath, Maeve. But more importantly, I mean, look at this dance they have. The smoke's going to go down. Parasite should be coming around on a flank. This is going to be a huge play for them. And he's going to get spotted here. And just like this, all members of Faze really start to push. And finally, a little bit of engagement. 3v2 scenario, Sensor and Parasite have to work together, but time still against them. Bomb has finally gone down here. Parasite has a guy directly at the bottom, and this is a 2v3. I don't know what the odds are.
Player just pushed out a front pawn, wrapping around by Diner. We'll be able to get eyes on the bomb. Parasite gets one, has a second, saw him in the back. That other player I thought was going to push out a Diner and try to put shots in his back, but he is going for him now. Saw the foot there. Not able to. Swanee gets both. Clutches it there, and that's going to bring it to what, 5-4?
Yeah, there's Sensor, and Lady Kid. That's a good play by him. Everyone going with the duck shot these days. Seems to be...
when you get this, everyone with scuffs, so that 99% of the time they're going to be jumping. You really catch people off guard with the crouch and or prone. But let's start off, I want to say with Dito, because he's had the snipe, but he hasn't really been able to get anybody on the cross.
Well, keep in mind, guys, it is going to be 5-4. So they're looking to tie this one up here. Dito's going to get tagged up, going to rotate back. We are now going to see as Swanee is going to be taken out by Apathy. Apathy now going to try to get Sensors back here as they put the bomb down. The score is going to be 5-4.
It might be 5-5. See that everything going on with the notifications. We one had to. Well, Brycey hopped out of this thing here, so I'll get the score here from production in just a second. But yeah, we didn't have the game up on our screen, which makes it fantastic to keep track. But Apathy here, bomb is going to be down 3 versus 3 right now. As we're watching here, you saw that player outside a Diner there, not able to get eyes on him. Bomb still down. Tommy picks up another. Dito and Apathy are going to be the last 2 alive.
And Apathy all up to him, has one guy in his sights, isn't able to do it in the truck. He goes through it, and now he has a guy pushing behind him. This is going to be...
That's going to go to Epsilon, just by the reaction. That will go to them. So that game, that deciding match when it was 4-2, didn't have eyes on what was going on, so they couldn't see the screen. But that will go to Epsilon. Heck of a comeback there, as they were in a large deficit. Sorry for the notification there that we had to get fixed there as we log back into the Xbox. But we'll be getting out of this one. What's going to be our next map here for the Blitz? Give me your prediction for Game 3, Scott.
I think Faze is going to take it. I think, for whatever reason, every time my gut tells me something, it's normally wrong. And my gut was telling me Epsilon, so I'm going with Faze.
All right, I am going to go with Epsilon. I believe that Jerd is going to drop 29 kills and 15 deaths.
We're going to have a fight up here.
Well, I feel one of us, we can't be the stereotypical Americans. I'm rooting for Epsilon for the series.
I am rooting for Epsilon for the series as well. I was talking about for Game 3.
We're both rooting for Epsilon for the series.
I just think it would be a fantastic story.
I agree.
For European to be in the European finals.
Well, what did I hear? On the Counter-Strike side, this is the first time that NIP has not placed in the top 4 in 2 years. Same thing goes, I believe, for EG at major events. Has not placed outside of the top 4. So that's just some wild stats. I mean, G3 has been, I know with G2, a lot of upsets, but here, on all sides of things, just upsets galore.
Yep, and we're going to start on board with Jerd here. He is going to have one guy in front of him. The stun's going to come in. Same with the Semtex. Down he goes. Tommy now trying to get the pre-fire in, and that's going to be 3 members down here. And this is going to be the first cap going to Josh. Really laying it on thick already. And now here is Tommy. He's going to be pushing up in the crates. This is exactly what you want to do here on Freight Blitz.
Yeah, he's got eyes over there, but as you can see by the minimap, pretty much no one on that side of the map right now. He's getting a good position to kind of flank around the outside and come in the back door as he has teammates flooding inside. Now, I love this spot. If he comes from up top, this is going to be, I think, a guaranteed cap as long as he still has help from the front. And they were looking out front, able to get the kill and punch one through. 2-0 lead here for Epsilon. Tommy and Josh with both caps both started the game 3-0 as well.
Yeah, Tommy doing an excellent job there. He even got that last second kill, which a lot of people won't even go for, but it just kind of puts that guy on 5 seconds on the sideline, so it gives his team even more time to hold control. And they are overwhelming Faze. Faze, I don't think, has crossed the 50-yard line in this game yet.
Oh, no. Every time I look at the minimap, it's just their orange arrows all around their base. Apathy able to pick up a nice 2-piece there, though. That should allow them to try and push out, but this white side right now is locked down by Jerd. He was able to pick up 1 kill, 2 more in and around white, and we'll see if he can control this. Now he will drop to Parasite. This is Faze's chance to get out.
Yep, Parasite now is going to be pushing up. No red dot for him. says, you know what, I want to do this. And he's got a player in front of him, is able to clean him up. He's got his teammate spawning in the back of white. And they're really sluggish right now on this game type. And I have to watch Epsilon, dude. They're crushing.
Yeah, they play a much more aggressive style, least, especially right now. Jared going to be able to pick up one, going to flood through for the cap.
Wow.
That player off spawn was not able to stop him. 3-0 early lead just 2 minutes into this one. And right now, it's a really good team effort. I mean, 3 caps by 3 different players. And we'll stick on with Jared, who was trying to push across the map, but we'll drop the Dito. Dito does pick up the 2-piece.
Yeah, Josh playing the slow. He knows 2 people are on the other side. Make that 3 as Faze is really starting to push. Down goes 2 of them, though. The enemy is able to deliver a cap. That's going to be Parasite, putting Faze on the board. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this side number 1. Jared really just trying to win this battle so he can push into crates. I love the play, and just like that, we saw another player score.
Faze, though, able to get on the board. We'll see if that can get them a little bit of momentum, but Jared all by his lonesome here. He's going to be in a good position to go up top or come in the back door. Looks like he is going to come in the back, and just looking there, there is a player ready, wins that gunfight. He had no business winning and punches through the cap. 5-1 advantage for Epsilon.
Oh my God, this is not good for Faze either. Look at this, Faze is going to overcommit. Swanee's going to be in a position to where he's going to cap, and this is going to now put him in a spot to actually help defend his base.
Oh, that player sniffed it out to those Spidey senses of Dito, able to get the stop.
And now it's up to Josh. Josh going to be on his home flag. Down he goes. Tommy trying to push up. And unfortunately for Faze, only 1 member is able to make it into the cap. But now we have Dito trying to be very, very sly, like a little fox. And I think he's going to get sniffed out here.
Well, he's going to get pushed. Actually, it looks like that player rotate back through. He should have a free cap. Goes through. I think he took some bullets from his teammate, if anything. But 6-3 lead right now. Faze at least starting to put through some caps here. Josh trying to play aggressive. He might be able to sneak one through, but it will get shut down by Apathy.
Yep, now Jared's going to be pushing in from underground. He does have his buddy Tommy pushing through the crates, and he's just going to get hit markers there. And Tommy actually rotates back a little bit, back to front red, gets 1 kill. Can he find 2? He's going to challenge here soon. It's inevitable.
And Faze, I mean, Faze has got to get sensor going right now. He's 3-10, struggling. This is the game type where you kind of have to slay. You've got to get moving. You've got to get kills across the map, get control of the center, and punch through these caps. Jared going to drop there, getting down to the final 60 seconds on board with Apathy. He was trying to get pushed out of white. He does have a player right to his left. We'll see if he checks his corner. He will get saved, pops back out, drops.
Swanee. And, you know, Apathy really putting his team on his back. 15 and 11, 0 caps. And they were able to put another one in here, but it's still going to be a 3-cap differential going into the final 40 seconds. We're going to switch over to Tommy. He's looking to go underground. He should be able to meet 1 player heads up from Faze, and that is going to be Sensor. Sensor versus Tommy. Will Tommy have the Spidey senses? He's going to drop down, and Sensor's able to win that battle. 4 and 12, starting to push up there, and there's a guy unfortunately spawned right in front of him. If he wins this, it could be absolutely huge, and he does, and there's going to be another player in Owens. Sensor trying to buy his teammates time, and oh man, this could be big.
Can he get the 3-piece?
No.
No. Shot's a little suspect there, not able to get it, but he provided a long enough of a distraction there for Parasite. 2 fire, 1 through, 2-cap lead, 7 seconds left on the Dito, I thought he was in position. Maybe get another one.
Yeah, that was a huge play. Sensor 6 and 13, but he was able to bring in 2 caps there. But the big part of the story here, Maven, is Epsilon is up by 2, 5 minutes away from going up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah, and this is for all the marbles. Play Envy here in the final, and you know, it's just hearing the crowd here. I know, unfortunately, you know, we don't have an Optic team left in this. It seems like we've got most of the crowd here behind Epsilon. I'd love to see them continue in this one, and we'll see on side 2. Who do you start off with, Jared?
Yeah, I'm going to start off on board. Oh, let's try that sentence again. I'm starting off with Jared. Jared has a guy in red, and his teammates are actually playing this very passive off the beginning. The last time we saw basically both teams fly at one another. Jared gets tagged from the side, and he's going to slow this down. I actually kind of like this approach here from them, trying to just feel out Faze from this side, as Jared's the only one alive for his team, and he is just doing everything in his power to keep them alive.
Yeah, he's crushing. He's got 1 player waiting for it at the core. If he's able to get this big, able to pick up another, another kill there, 3 in a row for Jared. He's going to go up top. We'll see if he tries to make the jump across. Players are going to push. He pre-fired that just a little too early. He is going to get pushed. Can he win this gunfight? No, he will drop the Parasite.
Yep, switching over to Swanee. Swanee getting hit markers. There's another player that, oh my God, he two-bulleted him so fast. There's going to be a player. This is going to stop him, and that is a big play. They were able to put home another cap, 2-cap differential still.
And Josh gets one on this left side of white. Jared picks up one as well. No one really in front of him, at least till he's going to get a lot closer to the base, so he is going to push forward. Look at the map here. We have a sneaker and then a ton of aggression out of Epsilon, as the lead will be down to 1, but Epsilon in a great position to get through 1. They will respond, lead back to 2.
Yep, Apathy, you have a lot of work cut out for you, man. And down he goes. Swanee and the rest of the troops of Epsilon really pushing up here. There's going to be 2 members of Faze in the back, and Swanee helps his team get yet another cap, and Faze go, okay, we can overextend or we can get control of our base, and they probably should have overextended based on that spawn, but regardless, they were able to clean out their base. Yeah,
the 2 players there on the left side able to provide distraction, so they could fire through the front door for that cap. 3-point lead, make it 4 as Jared fires through another. We talked about his dominance in this beforehand. +3, 6 caps right now. He's doubling every other person in the game.
Oh, Jared, don't do it to him, Jared. Get out of there. And Jared, you know, steady aim on the Vector Iron Sight is really working out. You can see how much aggression he can put down.
And the whirlwind to the chest there.
Oh, yeah. No, he basically just shot a Ferris wheel.
But that was 3 down there for Faze. Jared wrapping around again, going to be in position to possibly fire through another one if he can get some kills at the base. He's weak here. There is one more trying to win that gunfight, though, and he will drop.
Yep, and Swanee waiting to see this guy close the door. Shoots him a couple times, hops to the right, and he spots another guy. Dude, he is doing so well holding this down, just shooting lasers. It gets another kill. 3 members of Faze down. Sensor 7 and 20. He's able to make that 8 and 21. But Tommy is going to be able to push in here. There's going to be, oh my God, he's shooting so well.
Yeah, they've started to get hot. Just look across the KDs right now. 17 and 13 for Jared, 20 and 13 for Tommy, 19 and 11 for Swanee, and Josh still running around even. So the slaying battle is certainly in the favor of Epsilon right now.
Holy God, don't do it!
Oh, Lord God.
Wow.
Swanee's heating up.
Yeah, to say the very least. Jared now is going to be taken up as his legs get blown off. Tommy still keeping the pressure on him. He's going to be taken out. Switching over to Josh. Josh able to take down Parasite, but we do have a little bit of life out of Faze. They do have Dito in the base. Dito's going to be able to cap. Apathy gets taken out, and now a little bit of life. 1 minute and 40 seconds left, Maeve, but we find ourselves with Epsilon up 4 caps.
Yeah, 4 caps is going to be tough to overcome, but if Dito can win this fight underground to get through, he would have been able to make a player or 2 rotate back, but he will lose that fight. Apathy picks up 1, gets killed from the midstream. Parasite, wow. Quiet answer back, but Josh shuts it down.
Yeah, and Sensor really trying to stay alive. Saw that there was a guy underneath. He has to win this battle, and he only hits him twice, and he's going to go for the challenge. That's a big kill for Sensor to win that, and now his team's able to take the middle ground here. We're going to switch over to Parasite. 20 and 20, 40 interactions total, really making his presence known here.
And they've got to start firing through some caps here. Parasite's going to open the front door, stick to this left side. He has 2 teammates coming across mid-map, punching through this front door. They get a kill. That's going to be at least 1. 55 seconds left. The lead has reduced to 3. He gets that back kill. He should be able to set up here, get in a nice spot, and maybe begin a relay.
Yep, he's just sitting on cases of beer right now. Apathy is going to be the one to go through. Parasite has the head glitch. He's waiting for them to come. There's still a 4 cap differential. They have to make sure no one overextends. And Parasite is able to get a 2-piece. Will he make it a 3? He almost does, but he is able to get the cap. 3 caps to go. They have to cap by 21 seconds, Maeve. Is it possible?
This is going to be tough. I mean, just a couple of seconds here. It's going to tick away. They got to fire through. They did get another one. They're going to bring it in with the second. The Epsilon decided to give up their base and try to overextend and got shut down. Another cap coming through now. 10 seconds.
Oh my God, it's going to be up to Sensor. Sensor's going to be taken down. Now here comes Apathy. Apathy pushing in. He gets shut down. Dito and Parasite. And Parasite's in a position. 2 seconds.
He's got to make the run. The defensive shutdown there from Epsilon. Wow. It was risky. Epsilon gave up the base, allowed the relay, and got in 2 of their own, but it almost fell apart there at the end. Parasite picked up a couple, but Jared, Josh, and crew shut it down when it mattered.
It was the right call, I think, from Epsilon to really overextend there. I mean, all you have to do is trade 1 cap. They were able to cap with 3 seconds left. So, oh my God, it was the right call, but it was still super ballsy. With the 5-second respawn, you can kind of take those risks, though, especially in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was nuts. Just great defensive stand. They're basically all coming off cap or spawn there and able to shut down the base. But, wow, Epsilon going to take a 2-1 lead in this series. And, I mean, all of these games have been incredibly tight. I can't imagine us not going to a Game 5.
Yeah, so we're going to hop to a quick commercial break. When we come back, Domination. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Epsilon is up 2-1 in the series over Faze. We are going to Octane Domination. Mabelicious. What are you thinking?
My eyes are going to be on Swan. I mean, he's been shooting so well. Kind of can play a bit of like a Crim Clay turret role, the European version. Just not miss with that AR, get set up in positions like top rogue and top pawn, and just melt. Interested to see how he runs things here, because one dominant AR can really make this map a nightmare for your good sub players.
Well, speaking of one dominant AR, we are now seeing Faze as we hop into the game. Faze actually electing to go 3 subs off the rip. Dito is the only one running the AR here. Normally, you know, we see 2 AR starts, which is what we're seeing out of Epsilon, but not the case here with Faze. As now finally Parasite's going to make the switch over. He just wanted to cover some ground, but just like that, Epsilon already hopped on B, and Faze is like, well, what the hell just happened? As 3 of them go down.
My, that's the start you want. Swanee, Josh, and Tommy getting on the board, allowing them to get B immediately. They're also pushing the 3 cap right now. Apathy had to rotate back to check his home, and this is ugly to start.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we saw at Epsilon the last time. Swanee is a big fan of running this thermal here on Octane Domination, and a lot of people, a lot of teams won't actually switch to incog because your soldier becomes so weak that they're going to be forced to, because Swanee's going to pick them apart for the next 60 seconds.
Oh yeah, he's going to have a field day right now. They did smoke it, which will make things certainly more difficult, but with the scope, still able to try and get the shots of the player there at top motel. He will finally drop there to Apathy. And now as we look at the mini-map right now, it's going to be Jerd taking A. We're having a bit of a slip here. Tommy being sneaky, getting shots under the Humvee, able to pick up 1.
Tommy trying to jump over the barrier now. He is going to be playing Ring Around the Rosie. He's finally going to be taken out. But most importantly, we are just seeing as they are dominating the entire map. It is 31-8.
Oh,
wow!
Jerd crushing in this lead. Faze is having trouble holding 1 cap, much less doing anything with 2. The 3 cap is on. 90 seconds into this one, the score is going to get out of hand. They're inside motel. Obviously, they're going to try and get this A spot. It's going to be Josh that's going to be in a position to possibly stop this, but he's by himself. All 4 now spawning at A, and they will finally get their own cap.
Well, Parasite is going to be taken out there. Jerd just hunting for him. There's only 2 members of Faze up. They will be spawning in the strip club area now, so we might see Epsilon actually be able to encroach and take away their home flag, which how often do we say that in a cast? Oh yeah, they're fighting for their home flag and home flag only.
Yeah, how often do you say 51-12 2 minutes into a game? Already a 40-point lead right now for Epsilon. This is absurd. They're putting on a clinic right now. Faze cannot keep up. Apathy able to at least pick up a couple kills here as they're going to try and hold down now this BA control. This is the first time we've really seen any sort of control from the start.
And this is huge for Swanee too. He's actually switched away from his thermal. He's running out of ammo. Dude, he just feels he has it in the 6th sense. He was watching him that entire time. But meanwhile, Apathy was able to get out to a 9-5 start here after just getting completely slapped.
And yeah, they finally able to get some points on the board. They're still trailing by 35. That's how big that break was here at the start. Dito has 1 in front of him, bottom pond. He's going to push in here and probably have an engagement momentarily. He's staring at Parasite, but there he will push in. Tommy is going to pick up that kill. Sensor about to be an engagement as well. Has the trophy system down. Gets the hipfire hit markers there from a rather long distance.
God.
And look at this, just flood to B.
Oh my God, Parasite, it's now your time to shine, buddy. 1-7, make that 2-7, as 2 members of Epsilon now are going to be on B flag. How is he going to play this? He's going to jump up, tries to get sight there. He spotted a guy top broken, and his teammates are really pushing in on the C home flag here. That's going to be Sensor. Parasite's going to try to get hit markers on him. Now Sensor going for the flag cap. He has 1. Can he make it 2? There's going to be another guy pushing up bottom broken. He's going to jump out. Down he goes, and that is going to be a big play. Swanee still in this little bird's nest with a thermal scope.
Yeah, 3-1 KD right now, really carrying things. Just over a minute to play. They're basically doubling the score of Faze right now. This has been all Epsilon from the get-go. Now, one thing to point out, this is one of the maps, you know, in all the league play we've casted, various events. This is the one map in Domination where you will at times see those 40 to 50 point swings, but not a position you want to be in if you're Faze.
Yep, and now we're going to go ahead and switch over to Jerd. Jerd does have a guy pushing him from the diner, and he could feel it, and they ended up spawning on top of him. Jerd has 1. Can he make it 2? There's going to be another one, and meanwhile, they still have no home flag. Faze has to be going insane right now. There's just so much pressure.
Yeah, this is one of the most dominant dominations I've seen from any top team. It is just a crushing effort here at Epsilon. Under 30 seconds to go. They have 2 down right now. But there it is again. How many times have we said that Faze able to get their home cap back?
Yep. Faze finally able to get some points. It's 102 to 47 and just counting. Swanee 11-3. He's going to have one guy in front of him. Can he make it 2? His teammate's going to take that one out, and now we're going to switch over to Josh. This has been all about Epsilon. This is one of the most impressive games I've ever seen here on Octane Domination.
Wow.
107 to 50.
That's a 57-point difference. What more can you say? That's as clinical as it gets. They just never let go. Every time you thought there was what? Well, every time. There were really only 2 spots where you saw Faze get, like, you know, let's say A-B control, and it'd be for a few seconds. Gone. Slips from their fingers, and they're trying to scramble for a home cap again. Just incredible play at Epsilon.
Well, I'm going to start this one off here with the objective player here from Faze, which is going to be Sensor. He's known for selfies and shirtless pics. Let's see if he's able to get this home flag off the rip.
Well, he's going to need to make huge plays here as the captain. Got to really pull the team under his wing. So if there ever was a time for a motivational speech, it is now. We're on board with Apathy
Yeah.
here. He is going to push through Strip. No one really on this side. You know, once he tries to rotate around and put pressure on this home cap, he's going to run into a couple plays here at the motel.
And Apathy has 3 members here around him. He's able to get 1. There's going to be another player. Make that 2 other players here from Epsilon. And Epsilon going with the complete turtle. They're just basically saying, okay, Faze, we want you to hop on B so we can get an easy kill. And there is no sense of urgency from Faze yet. They have to get this at least neutral and get B at the same time.
Well,
all up to Apathy, though.
I'd say it's difficult when you have 3 down. He does have a bit of a flank here, but misses some shots. He's only able to pick up 1. Josh will answer back with the headshot, and B should be going to Epsilon any second. They will have start to control, and that's, you know, as early as it is this second half. That's that's got to feel like a bit of a dagger, Scott.
Yeah, Swanee is just shooting lasers at people. He's now going to be pushing up just a little bit here. This is going to be the most annoying thing for Faze to handle, especially if they don't check this corner, and he's going to be taken out. We are now going to switch over to Jerd. Jerd watching his home flag. He knows they're going to hit this rotation, and that is great timing for Jerd.
Yeah, that could not have worked out better. 3 down again here for Faze. They just can't get any momentum going. The lead just continues to grow here for Epsilon. Jerd going to take over this spot. We saw Swanee in the corner. Will not be checked this time, at least not eventually. He gets both. Dear God, they're crushing.
Yeah, that's Dito's now just like, okay, Jerd, you killed 2 of my guys. I know where you're at, but can he stop him? Jerd staying alive. He's a thorn in their side. Has another one. Oh, almost makes it a 2-piece here. And now Tommy has 3 guys. Faze can't do anything. They are getting doubled, Maven. It is almost mathematically impossible for them to win. They have to hold a 3 cap basically for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we typically have that conversation with 3 minutes left in the second side, but this is just ridiculous. They are getting their home cap again. It got neutral. And he's set up here perfectly. Jerd able to get 1, able to peek out and get 2. Third player in the back, but he will get picked there from his backside at gas. Halfway through this one, on board with Josh. And I mean, at this point, do you have any recommendations for the Faze side?
Sacrifice a couple goats, pray to multiple gods. I think you're out of this, man. I've seen nothing from Faze, and this has been such a perfect game from Epsilon. I'm more in shock than anything else.
It's everyone. I mean, 16-8 out of Swanee, Jerd 19-6, 21-15 for Tommy, 17-16 for Josh. Every single person getting it done with kills, with caps. They crushed.
Yeah, it's mathematically impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, Epsilon will be going to the grand finals to take on Team Envious, as we have 1 minute and 50 seconds of Epsilon padding stats.
Yeah, pick which player. Wait, 3 down, though. This is going to give Faze a chance to take a cap here, as Josh was the only one alive. But, you know, I guess while we're here, we can kind of talk about what we're going to expect going forward here for Epsilon. I mean, I thought this, I mean, 3-1 isn't very indicative, I don't think, of how close it was early. I mean, nothing was really a blowout until this one. All the games were so tight, but they just could not remotely hang in Octane Domination. And it's that, let's take a look here. What are we going to have for the maps?
What is the grand finals here? We have 60 seconds.
Well, we have, this is what I was curious of. Map 4, just so you guys know, is Octane Dom. So if I'm Envy watching this right now, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm ready for that bloodbath.
they are just so aggressive on that home flag. And, you know, a lot of teams, you know, like we talk about it, like Merc is a kind of a player who is going to push by himself to the enemy's home flag. Whereas we see Epsilon is all about sending 2 guys on that home flag and sitting Swanee all the way back with his thermal AR, just crushing it. Look at Jerk!
Still getting the home cap here as he, they're trying to push a 3 cap right now as we wind down to the final 30 seconds.
Wow. This was probably the most impressive game of Call of Duty Ghosts I've ever watched.
I don't know if I'm prepared to go that far, but at this level,
and Octane Dom?
You don't typically see teams approach the 200-point club in a domination at this level, but just unbelievable. 4 down right now for Epsilon.
23 and 20, 10 seconds left. The players are getting up out of their booth. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Epsilon. They go to the grand finals.
Wow.
Yeah, man, that is what you call nuts. Hi.
That was fun to watch. You know, we said before, Swanee,
Yeah.
he gets in that AR roll, gets moving, doesn't really miss, just sets up and crushes. And I think he was 16 and 4, 16 and 5 at one point. I mean, it's not even really worth looking at the in-game stats since we had 2 minutes where the game really didn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Minus that game 4, I mean, this series was so neck and neck. We looked at each other after that Blitz and we said, oh man, this is 100% going to game 5. There's no way it's not, but wow.
Yeah, that's just something that is tough to predict.
It is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the duo. As always, we love you.
Well, we don't love you.
Over to the analysts.